Hi everyone, this is Star Channel Tarot, and I am going to be looking at your person's energy, trying to figure things out, see what's going on. Thank you to everyone who is watching live or rewatching us. For those of you that are new to my channel, Tarot has no gender. This is a general reading. This is a general reading, unless you have a super chat. You can buy a super chat. But if not, this is a general reading for you. So take what's yours, leave the rest. Please don't make a story fit that has nothing to do with you. I do not pull on toxic exes. Readings are timeless. The energy can be flipped. If it's not you, it can be your person. So do your best to place your energy where it goes. I'm doing my best to interpret the energy. The energy can be flipped. If it sounds more like it's you and not your person, then hey, put it there, you know. If you want to book a reading with me, shoot me an email, starchanneltarot at gmail.com. And let me see what else. And if you would, so that's for booking a reading. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have everything ready. And let me put this guy over here. Oh my gosh, I have to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm back. Sorry. Remember to subscribe and set your notifications so you know when the next reading will be. Thank you. Thank you for the bless you. Set your notifications so you know when the next reading will be. Hype it up. And last but not least, thank you for your tips and your donations. I am so grateful for all your donations. Thank you, Nature. I saw that I don't know if you're seeing this. Thank you for your donations. I'm very appreciative. It's an energetic exchange that we're doing, so thank you very much. Let me see. Hey, Portia, is this Portia that emailed me? Is that because there's like a different... Oh, yay. Red Nose. Hi, Red Nose. Hi, Portia. Yeah, I've been getting my migraines, and when I get migraines, if I channel live, I'm picking up on the collective's energy, so I can't do it with a migraine. It's really hard, so I have to wait till my migraines temper so that I can channel. Kat, how are you? What's going on with your story? Has anything changed yet? Okay. Past, present, future, mind, body, and soul. Yeah, so if I don't come on, it's probably because I have a gnarly migraine. And I just wait to, because it's easier to channel alone versus because I'm picking up on a lot of energies. All right. Mother, maiden, crown. Please guide us. Let's start off with prayer. Please protect us. Please guide us. Please keep us safe. 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 Please guide us. Keep us safe. see. Jenny, okay. Oh, I'm on, but will be on and off. I'm at work. I meant to go on and off. So great to hear from you, dear. Okay, perfect. All right. All right. Something told me to grab this deck, so we haven't used this deck in a while. So there's obviously some messages here that need to be, let's see. Twin flames, you guys are mirroring. Shared feelings, reflection. This person is reflecting on their mistakes and they're lusting after you. Past life relationship. There has been a very horrible ending and they see you as family. They want peace. There's an apology that they want to offer. They're bitter, they're resentful, they're spying. Right? So we're dealing with a twin flame collective right off the bat. We got chaser and twin flame. And I'm shuffling live so you guys can see. Nothing changed yet, but I've been working on centering and calming my nervous system. Perfect, as I was still emotional looping. It's working, releasing my old story already feels so much good. I don't know if I told you this when we had our reading, but I think it's really helpful if you listen to, okay, I just had like a ringing, so like I just had like whenever I get ringings, they're usually messages, but I don't know what the message was about. Okay, so back to Kat. Usually, like if you listen to a book on tape, because if you read a book, I find that sometimes with your eyes, you'll get distracted and you'll like look at the wall and you'll think about somebody, or it's easy to distract yourself. But if you're listening to a story, like an audiobook, and you have to follow the thread of what's happening, like if it's a mystery or something where you have to pay attention to the little details, then that helps reframe your mind so you don't think about that person. So I 1,000,000% think, like I really, really recommend that if you guys are having issues with spiraling or thinking about your person and you're trying to break that, because it's still you're still chasing them energetically. And even though it's not like you're calling them or they're seeing you, which if you're calling them and you're seeing them and you're running into them and you're chasing them, then this is what happens. Like, okay, this is you and this is your person. If you're in a twin dynamic, you're connected forever. And if you start chasing them, they're going to run away. You got to keep yourself focused and moving forward. So I find like if your mind is really going off, it's really good to do things where you need to engage your mind. So that would be like listening to a book, an audio book, like a mystery book, because you have to figure out what's happening. You have to, what else is good? For some reason, knitting, they've found, if you guys can look this up, it helps a lot with anxiety. It helps you calm down if you guys are dealing with anxiety. It's the repetition. It's the calmness of it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Well, this person's hiding. They're hiding, but I feel like they're gonna, yeah, there we go again. They're hiding their feelings from you while they're healing. But I feel like this person, because it fell out this way, I feel like this person is not going to be hiding themselves very much longer. Yeah, I think that they had cloudy judgment, and this is all going to change for them. commitment, confessions, and clarity. This person is coming into some type of clarity. They're going to speak something that you deserve to know. Welcome, you guys, whoever hasn't made the live. There we go. You see how it's the same cards? This person was conflicted in the past. Yeah. Their heart could have been blocked. Their heart chakra could have been blocked. They were confused. They're thinking of you. This person is healing and nourishing themselves. It looks like they're going to start chasing you. You just have to give them the time. And like, I don't even know how to explain that. If you're the divine feminine normally awakens first. Doesn't matter what gender you are. You can be whatever gender. You don't have to be a woman to be the divine feminine. You awaken first, and you go through the first, you go through the awakening, which is a very difficult time. It's not easy. You go through a dark night of the soul. You could lose your job. You could lose your home. You could lose your friends. You could lose your animals. You could have some major death. It's a time of loss. This is not an easy journey. This is not, don't romanticize it. This is because this journey isn't about you just coming together with this person. This journey is about you elevating yourself so that you can follow your dharma, what you're meant to do. The twin flame journey is a very specific journey. It's very different from a karmic. It's very different from a soulmate. Your person's dealing with karma right now. They do want to return, and there's a confession that's coming up. I recommend. This person's going through some heavy energy. If you guys are twins, you're probably feeling some heavy energy. This isn't going to be an easy conversation. Let me repeat, this is not going to be an easy conversation. Something is going to be said that could shatter your perspective. I have no idea, I have to keep it kind of general. My advice is that you prepare yourself, prepare your nervous system so that you can be calm when this conversation comes in. Right now is your preparation time. Don't think about this as your separation time. Right now is your preparation time. Your preparation time, your development time. This is your training. Who are you meant to be? You're becoming the person you're meant to be. And you're preparing for difficult conversations that you're going to have. This is a huge lesson that's coming for you. It's going to be a very deep, it's everything I'm saying. It's going to be deep. It's going to be deep, you guys. Damn, fuck. You know what? I was asking, because I'm always talking to Source. I was asking about return. So this was meant to come between both of these. So I was asking about the return. They want commitment, but it fell on confessions. So they're going to tell you about this. And do you see how they're the same cards? Look at this deck, you guys. And you guys saw me live shuffle. Okay? But the thing is, you have to be prepared for when this comes. If this person is not ready and they're like, I don't want to lose you, I just want us to be together, and then they don't put any work in, then that means you're on the same energy. You're on the same wavelength. And you as a twin are meant to elevate. Your person's meant to elevate. But it's the same thing. It's like if, you're in second grade and you're doing addition, right? And you're not very good at it. So you kind of give up. But your person, the divine feminine, is in second grade. I'm just giving you an analogy, a metaphor. And you're both doing your second grade math. And the divine feminine gets really good and is able to advance. But the divine feminine doesn't advance because the divine masculine is stuck at second grade math. So now the years go on and on and on. And the divine feminine is still doing second grade math when the divine feminine is meant to be doing advanced calculus, derivative math. The divine feminine will feel stunted and will not be, it will be resentment that builds on the divine feminine, and it will lead to another breakup. This is the energy. If this person does not heal, if you don't give this person time to heal, if you don't set boundaries with this person for whatever jackass moves they did, then they're not going to know that it's not okay for them to do things like that. They're not going to know that it's okay to avoid you. They're not going to know that it's okay to gaslight you. They're not going to know that it's okay to run away from your relationship if you do not stand up for yourself first. Okay. This person, their karma, they let third parties interfere with your relationship. That doesn't have to be romantic, although it can be romantic, but this can be their family didn't like you, their parents didn't like you, their friends didn't like you, or because if you're in a twin, that means that you guys have serious differences. Because twins are meant to show everybody that those differences are not real. So what could these differences be? Age gap. You guys could have a massive age gap. And age gap is not 5 years, you guys. 5 years, you guys are still listening to the same music. Age gap is like 10 years plus. Race, religion, nationality, language, same sex. One could be married, one could be single. What else? Caste system. It's what society they let something interfere. Whether it's that maybe they're poor and you're rich, maybe you're rich and they're poor, I don't know. Maybe they're educated and you're not. Maybe you're educated and they're not. They let something interfere. And they feel very broken because they did this. And they're going through an emotional storm. They want a beginning. Did you see that fell down? They fantasize about returning to you. They fantasize about this commitment. They were shallow before. So that means they could have been materialistic. You are what makes them very happy. Okay, over here in all the bad choices pile, they're depressed. They're broken. They're facing karma because of their pride, their ego, their arrogance, how stubborn they were. Ooh, I know what's right. I know what's right. I'm going to do it. It's my way or the highway. I'm not ready for anything. If you're pushing me and I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And they're feeling the pressure of time now. I don't know how much time has gone by. Yeah, shallow. This person is feeling very broken right now. They're feeling shallow, bored. They're probably, yeah, they think of you as family. Let's get another one. Part of the Divine Feminine's lesson, because just as much as this is a lesson for your person, this is also a lesson for you. So figure out your lesson as well. How can you improve? How can you grow? How can you be a better version of yourself? How can you fulfill your dharma? How can you figure out your dharma? How can you heal your karma? How can you heal your ancestral karma? If you're a twin, you're dealing with much bigger topics than regular people, seriously. And this is not, I'm not, like everybody's on a different path, and each path is valid. But the twin path is extremely painful, extremely hard. It's for very, 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 very few people. Because it's meant to challenge every concept you have. It's meant to break down barriers. This person is still holding on to you. They're obsessing. They're spying. If you don't have, if you're not on socials, then maybe they're looking at your pictures. Maybe they're thinking about you obsessively. If you've been blocked or you blocked them, which, I don't think you should do any of that, because it's just dumb and immature. But conflict. Damn, now things are getting hidden. This person's lusting after you. See how it's the same cards? One more, please. Okay, let's do 2. This person's perspective, their mind is changing. Okay. I repeat, if you're new to this and you have not done your own personal growth, don't expect your person's growth to change. Because you guys are bound to each other. You guys are bound to each other. Even if you say, screw you, you guys are going to come back together in another lifetime. They're going to keep on coming back together because you are bound together, bound to each other. There's conflict here. New beginnings and confessions. Fuck. It's what exactly, we've had these cards, right? There's a confession that's coming for a new beginning, and there's conflict. I'm going to ask about that. I mean, that could be from you. That could be from them. This person is thinking about how they ended things with you. So they may have done something really harsh. Divine Feminine. Oh my God! I have to tell you guys, the energy is so heavy right now. Like I normally, when the energy is really heavy, I start getting migraines. And I've been getting a lot of, because I normally try to do like a live every 3 or 4 days. I recharge, I cleanse, I ground, I do all my, you have to do spiritual work. And if you guys start reading, if you guys start doing this, please, you have to take care of your spiritual, you've got to take care of your spiritual self. We take care of our bodies, we take care of our minds, and people forget to take care of their spiritual essence, their soul. And your spiritual self needs to be cleansed, it needs to be protected, it needs to be taken care of just as much as you wash your body, just as much as you are careful about what you think of. You need to start also being careful about your energy. Protect your energy, cleanse your energy. That's for somebody out there is starting to read and they're not. If you notice, when I open up with a protective prayer for me and for you, for all of us, for anybody who's watching this, okay? And when I close, after I close the reading, I have a closing prayer as well that I do. It's very important if you're working with energy, with source, if you're open, if you're a twin and you're already on this, if you're watching this, then keep in mind, this is a small channel. This is not like 100,000 people. This is a very, very small channel. So if you found this, there's something that resonates. Protect your energy. I don't even know what to say. This person is trying to healing. Look, it's the same cards, chasing past life. What is this conflict? This is why they're hiding right now. This is why they're hiding. They're distracting themselves right now. If you haven't received communication and this is where you're at, this person is hiding themselves. They're delaying. Why are they delaying? They're angry, they're resentful, they don't know what to say. Oh my God, you guys. Twin flames again. I think everybody's been feeling overwhelmed, you guys. Like, and also, like, keep in mind, like I always, on my personals, I tell people, look at what's happening in the world right now. Like, the world is discombobulated right now. It's up is down and down is up and left is right and right is left, and people are hurtful and straight up evil right now. It's like all that energy is you're going to be feeling this. And I can't say this strongly enough. You need to learn to integrate the negative energy and heal it. Not avoid it, not distract yourself, not convince yourself that it doesn't exist, because I know people that are very good manifestors and they do it by becoming extremely delusional. That'll work. That'll work. I'm telling you, it will work. But you're operating from your root. So you're pulling a lot of energy from your root. The whole point of the twin journey is to open up all the chakras, is the Kundalini awakening. So you open up everything, and if you're like, well, whatever, then this is not for you, okay? If you don't believe this, then, you know, in another lifetime, maybe you'll believe. You're meant to tap into your energy source. If you're only operating from down here, if you're manifesting from down here, you're not opening. Can you manifest? Yes, you can. My example is Elon Musk. He is depressed, he's bitter, he's angry, he's resentful, he's got so many negative things. He's not awakened, he's not up here, but he creates from here. So you end up spiraling in negativity. For as wealthy as that man is, he is miserable. Miserable, miserable, miserable. And no amount of money he keeps on thinking that money's going to make him happy. Money will never make you happy. You have to work on your boundaries. You're going to receive clarity. This person's going to receive clarity and offer an apology. Probably an overdue apology. I've never had that happen. Divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flames right there. So we got ourselves a twin flame reading. Let's go with another deck. Let's see what else. What else? What else? What else is coming? tie over here. And I will clean my deck. Oh, and also clean your decks after you use them because the energy can stick. All right, let's see. See what's happening. This person's watching you. Once again, if you're not on, or they're watching you. They could be looking at your pictures. They could be thinking about you. Palm tree, Green Reaper, the snake. Okay, this person wants stability, and there has been an ending. If there was a third party, there's been an ending with a third party because they love you, and they're evolving. They're dealing with a heartbreak. They're coming into clarity. This person is obsessed with you, and they know that they either sabotage this, they want to rebuild. The chaser. Healing heart. Okay, receiving what you want, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. But that wanted to come off. You guys are mirroring each other right now. So if you're feeling anxious, this person is feeling anxious. They want stability. I feel like they're going to come towards you for stability because you're the calm space for them. They're watching you because they're figuring out their triggers, their lessons. They're watching you because they know that they didn't give enough to the relationship. They self-sabotaged. I bet you when I do the tarot, we're going to end up getting like Six of Pentacles because that's the unbalance. That's where you give more and the person does not give. Hold on, let me read. I never knew about twin flame until I started feeling this way. It's rough. Yeah. It's very romantic and, very like, oh, twin flame. But this is harsh. This is harsh. And then I feel even worse for the people where their twin dies. Because that happens too, you guys. We're not eternal. Our human meat bag is only here for maybe 70 years. Oh. Our meat bags are not eternal. Your soul is eternal. Stabbed in the back. This person broke your heart. Maybe they, this is a very painful one. Came out of nowhere. They're healing so that they can communicate with you because they're healing. They're healing. They want to communicate with you. Please, you guys, do your work so that your central nervous system, look it up online, how to heal my nervous system. Because if your nervous system is going like this, you're going to yell, you're going to scream, you're going to cry. If you need to do those things, figure your emotions out and do that on your own. Ask yourself the difficult questions. This is your life. This is your journey. You are the most important character in your life, not your twin. When they show up with whatever they're going to say, because for some of you guys, your person will be ready. For some of you guys, your person will not be ready. And you need to have the self-love where you can say, hey, I'm not going to take breadcrumbs. Hey, I'm not going to take this. Hey, I deserve more. You're acting like an ass. No. Because you love yourself more. Because if you don't, you're going to be on a repetitive cycle of pain. There's some third party. This person is healing right now from this. Excuse me. Focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Start doing shadow work. Look up how to do shadow work. You don't have, like, if you can afford a therapist, great. You know, therapy is expensive. You can start looking it up online. You can get books. I always tell you guys, you can get books. Go on DuckDuckGo and look up free books, your therapy books. Go to your library and look up free online audiobooks, therapy books. Do the work on yourself. Ask yourself the difficult questions. Do the this is for you to have a better life. This is for you to have a beautiful life. This person's hiding. I feel like this person, it feels like they're regretful. Heartbroken. This person is very sad. It's like, yep, they're receiving clarity. And they know they've messed up. But just because you've messed up, it doesn't mean you understand the lesson. This person needs to understand the lesson. Yep. This person is heartbroken. They're receiving clarity about a third-party interference. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling, loss, grieving, mourning. Clarity, truth, revelation. They're having epiphanies. Solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party. Remember, a third party, it could have been like, well, they were offering me more money at this job, so I had to move to somewhere far away. It could be whatever their family, their friends. Like I said, if you're a twin, there's stuff people don't agree with. They're healing, self-work. Look, they're healing, them doing this time alone. And they're only going to heal if they believe they've absolutely lost you. And let me repeat this. As long as you're texting your person, happy Friday, I hope you have a great weekend, ha ha ha, he he he, they're not going to heal. Because they don't know what it is to feel the pain of losing you. Happy holiday, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, I hope you have a good one, maybe we can hang out next year. No. This person needs to come toward you. And if you don't, it just elongates it. Because you're never going to be free. It's going to be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. There are people on this cycle where, you know, they think they've done the work, but they haven't done the work. And they, you know, like I'll get readings and people will ask me and they'll be like, I can see that they're not doing the work. It's so obvious. Don't ever lie to a psychic, a real psychic, or a doctor. This person didn't give. They self-sabotaged. You probably gave more. Well, look at what's happening. All this crappy feeling is leading to a phoenix moment. They're watching you. They're going through a major transformation. They're going through a major transformation. They're ascending. If you don't give them the space to miss you, to figure out what messed up thing they did, this is not going to happen, okay? I'm telling you that right now. All right. Let's go into the tarot. Let's go into the tarot. I got to clean these cards. Let's see what this says. 10 years, yep. And I'm sure it's not fun. Ghost Nissan Art. Hey. Oh, 100% great. Don't look at your person's social media, because if you're on Instagram and you're looking at their social media, when they go to their friends list, you'll pop up right on top. So that person will know that you're, or if you're looking at their thing, just don't look at them, because you're feeding their ego. The person is still going to believe, oh, I can have the divine feminine whenever I want. I can have them. I just have to do this. No, you're not at anybody's beck and call. Let them do the work. Let's see. Six of Cups on the bottom. Please, let's get 5 cards, please. What's in the 5D, please? Six of Wands. What's in the 5D, please? Please show me. Past, present, future, mind, body, soul. This person wants a new beginning. They're heartbroken. Please let me see what's happening, please. Please let me see. This person is trying to move on to calmer waters. They're trying to be strong mentally. Please give me 5 cards. Please let me see what's happening in here. 5D, 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 5D. Damn. This is a card about divine timing. This is a card about stuff that's happening is being orchestrated by God, the universe, whatever you choose to call source, okay? Whenever we get timing cards, whenever we have major arcana, those are big things that happen in your life that have nothing to do with you. Minor arcana are the things that you can do. Major arcana, there's nothing you can't do, nothing you can do to change it. Because they're pivot points for society, not just for you. Because you're in a twin dynamic. This isn't just about you. There's something that you're meant to do for your community, for your country, for your society. There's something big you're meant to do. Deep emotional cleanse. Your person's going through a deep emotional cleanse, which is exactly what's been showing up in the other cards. About 3 months. Subconscious is revealed. New emotional cycle. Seeing clearly. Divine aid. Endings. Your person is going through a period of clarity. Can I see the 3D, please? Can I see the 3D? Hidden. Can I see? This is hidden, and they're trying to move forward. I'm going to leave that there, so when I turn it over, I'll know, because it flipped around. They're dealing with their obsession, their addiction, their materialism, their toxic self right now. They're trying to move. Look, and that fell down. I said they're trying to move away from their toxic self. This is moving away, planning, visualizing, moving away. And underneath we have the Chariot, which is massive movement, and the Fool. And remember I just talked about major arcana and minor arcana? 1, 2, 3, major arcana, that's minor arcana. So there are forces that are acting on your person right now that you do not know about that are strong forces. We're talking about destiny. We're talking about things that need to, you know what, I'm going to turn it around because I can. They want reunion because they love you. They're obsessively thinking about you. Damn. Communication. This person wants to progress with you. They're obsessively thinking about it. This is communication as well, but yeah, for those of you that are readers, yeah, we're doing super chats. For those of you that are readers, remember, this is just regular this is communication in general, or fast movement. This is positive communication because they're laughing, they're partying, all that stuff. But depending on how you're doing the reading, this can also be a third party, okay? If like I do it as a third party when it comes out upside down, just for any of you that are learning to read. Also, if you want to learn to read, shoot me an email. I will, tell you about my classes. I do one-on-one classes. All right. You have a King of Pentacles. Put that down. Damn, the Lovers and the World. And the Ace of Swords. In what is hidden, there's the world, cycles, endings, new beginnings. The reason I say it's a new beginning, because this is the very last card of the deck. And after that, we have union. So there's some very difficult cycle that you've been living through. And this person's going to come to you with an epiphany. Remember, we had that in the other decks as well. Clarity, force, decisive communication. But this is hidden. This is in our hidden pile. Let me see what that card is. Okay, this person has been unclear. They've been focused on illusion, confusion, which we had, lacking focus, shiny object syndrome, wild imagination. This person was not focused on you. They were focused on everything else. That's going to end. They're going to receive clarity to move forward. They're going to receive a new perspective. Seven of Wands. It's one of the meanings of the Seven of Wands. All the cards have so many meanings, you guys. You have to, outcome is a star. These are too many, but I'll read them all. The Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Knight of Swords, they want to come toward you fast. They want to heal this. They want to restore things. King of Wands, this person is being passionate. I think they're wanting to come in as an emperor because we have two kings. Ten of Coins, they see a future with you. And Nine of Cups, you're their emotional fulfillment. And underneath the deck, Ace of Cups. This person has to go through a major transformation, death, so they can come toward you, so that you can receive justice. Transformation. Remember, we had that in the other decks. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Ghost Nissan. What's this person's heart? Okay, this person has been blocked in their heart. Yeah. They've been devious. They could have had an argument with you, a dumb argument that has nothing to do. And they're thinking about all of these. Yeah. They're regretful. Missed opportunity. They're seeing how their actions caused a missed opportunity with you. A missed opportunity with divine love. A missed opportunity with their Ten of Cups, Ten of Coins. Was a person they see as their emotional fulfillment. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, where's the Ace of Cups? Did I pull it out? Oh, I should have pulled it out. You've had 3 aces. I forgot to pull it out. You had an Ace of Cups over here. Did I pull it out? No. This person's watching you. Damn, and Judgment. They're going to return. And underneath, the waxing moon. Making progress. Timing 1 to 2. They may return in 2 weeks. But it looks like they're, look at this. And what I show, the 4 of Wands. 9 of Wands. They're going to be exhausted. But once again, this is timing. This is divine timing. This is a return. This is a return. They're going to apologize. They're going to apologize. The only issue is if they come in, if they're not ready, you guys. If they're not ready, it might be easier for you to say not now until you're ready. This is going to happen in divine timing. Maybe in 2 weeks, 2 weeks to 3 months. So we're in December, end of March, which in that other deck comes out a lot. Something between spring, right? After winter. This person is feeling very overwhelmed. Oh, this is what I saw last, and I didn't take it out. They're feeling very overwhelmed. They want to be seen by you. They want to have recognition by you because you're their happiness. That's also the old world marriage card. So, and the Wheel of Fortune, this person thinks you're beautiful and they walked away from you. And you guys have been in separation. And now they want to return. I'm minimizing it. They don't just see you as beautiful. They see you as charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary, strong, sexy. You know your worth. Do you know your worth? In the 5D, lunar eclipse, 10 of Wands, this is telling me, 6 of Wands, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune. Look at how amazing these cards are. The Wheel of Fortune. This is positive karma. Stuff is going to change. This is positive. This is a positive card. It's coming. Be ready. Be prepared, just like I'm saying. And then the 6 of Wands, success. Success, 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 success. 10 of Wands, divine timing. This is going to pop up. This mentality that is holding them back is going to change, but in divine timing. This is in divine timing. This is karma. I cannot tell you when. This person is going through some kind of epiphany. There's that song. God, what the hell's that song? Where the guy just wakes up and he's in love. I think it's Lionel Richie. Wake up, I'm in love. I think that's a song. He talks about how he fell asleep and then he wakes up and he has an epiphany. I don't know. Does anybody know that song? It's like an old song from the 70s. Communication, movement forward. In your 3D, communication, movement forward, planning. This is new passion. This is a new beginning. Go for it. Life, aphrodisiac, engagement, chemistry, fertility. This is also telling me your person's very horny for you, straight up. They're returning. They're having an epiphany. This is destined again. And they're watching you. They could be watching you to try to figure out what to say. And if they watch you on their computer, it reads differently on your, like it won't show up. So they could look you up on their computer. There's all sorts of things that you can do to hide yourself. But please try to, I know it's hard. Try to wean yourself off from their social media because that's energetic chasing and they will feel it. King of Pentacles, Two of Swords. This person was blocked. They were self-defeating, conflictive. And now they're regretful for how they behaved because they know that you're their emotional fulfillment. Remember, if your person isn't here yet, you need to be patient. Okay, this person has been confused in the past, but that's going to change. The end of a chapter. so that you guys can have union, because this person has awareness. This is hidden. This is when your person's having epiphany. Epiphany is here. Obviously, this person is going from these crappy sentiments to this. They're having an epiphany. They're going from, you know, the pendulum is swinging from extreme negativity to extreme positivity. The pendulum is swinging from extreme negativity to this is a really positive, like really positive. And if you're not dealing with a person, remember, I'm using the scope of love, but it's an energy. This could be work. This could be your own self-development. What is the interference you're having? It will be overcome. You need to do the work on yourself. And outcome: healing, renewal, contentment, wish granted, spirituality, inspiration, altruistic, serenity, purpose, finding your purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, faith. Coming in fast, that's the fastest night. King of Wands, the decisive king. Ten of Coins, a family legacy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I second that emotion. Ooh, if you feel like loving me. Da, 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 da. Ten of Swords. This person is going through an extremely difficult time, which means I need to get the emotion cards. That's why I was singing that song. Emotions. This person walked away. They're going through a not sugar time. You know, the lessons we receive, it's the ghost just said, I feel like this isn't what I asked for from life. You know, a long time ago when I was a little girl, part of what I used to pray for, I used to sit down and I'd pray every night and I say, dear God, please make me a strong woman when I grow up. Please make me a brave woman. Please let me have the power to face anything. And I can tell you right now, I'm the kind of person, I just really don't put up with people's BS. I see so much stuff now. I don't put up with it, but I will tell you, when you pray for strength, when you pray for bravery, God doesn't just say, the universe, source, whatever you want to call God. God doesn't say, oh, you know, here's your bravery, now you can handle everything. No. Source will send you tests, and extremely difficult tests, where you will have to build your bravery, where you will have to build your strength, where you will lose everything and you're going to have to start from zero, because you wanted to learn how strong you were. Because I wanted to learn how strong I was. So I would have to lose everything and rebuild from the bottom up. All the lessons we have, and when I say lessons, I mean difficulties. Because it's learning to reframe the things that you're going through into why are they happening. ultimately, everything that's happening to you, to me, to us is meant to heal us by us learning how to heal ourselves, how to transmute the negative energy, how to grow, how to integrate. Because if you ignore things, you'll get stuck. I see people that are in therapy for 20 years and they ignore the things. They don't integrate because they have some severe blockage where they don't want to see it. Triggers are opportunities for growth. Lessons are opportunities for growth. Conflict is opportunity for growth. If you pray to be smarter, you're going to be stuck with very difficult decisions, so you figure out that you're smarter. Whatever you're praying for, you're going to get the opposite, so you learn how to overcome it. If you're praying for money, then you're going to get a lack of money, so you can learn how to overcome not having money. Does that make sense? Because you're supposed to learn how to create whatever you want for yourself. You're supposed to learn how it comes through you. Ultimately, we are all energy. Our meat bags are going to collapse and die, but your soul continues. Your karma attaches to your soul. Your lessons attach to your soul. And if you don't heal those lessons now, you're going to return. You're going to repeat the same lessons. That's why if you look at families, at family lines, and you can, sometimes it's really hard to look at our own family lines. You have to be very self-aware to do it. So you can read about a famous family and read about all their issues. And then the grandparents, all their issues. Like, it's really easily done with like if you read up on like the nobles, because there's so much information on that, right? But you can see how karma is passed down from family member to family member, and how people who don't heal end up returning the craziness, and it just keeps on returning until somebody breaks that cycle. I think your person is dealing with that right now. I think they're working on ancestral karma. Please let me see. Please let me see. Please let me see. Please let me see. This person is dealing with their ego right now, which is what we had, pride and ego over here. Remember, we had that? Embarrassment, courage, confidence, fraud, feeling like a fraud, pride, humiliation. Your person has been in a lot of denial about their feelings for you. They could be working on their empathy right now. Their empathy could be waking up. I don't understand how people have no empathy now. I think because that's like a serious thing that's happening in society, where people don't feel each other's pain, or they close down, or they shut down their emotions. And this is such an important emotion. This is such an important emotion. Such an important emotion. Because without empathy, people feel that they're better than you, that you're better than them, that there's a separation. Empathy allows you to realize that we are all connected. all of us watching each other right now, we're all connected. There's something, I don't know, we may run into each other on the street one day. We may walk by each other in an airport. We're all connected. When you're stuck in traffic, look around you. Everyone who's stuck around you in traffic, you're all connected. You're at the same point in space, in the space-time continuum, for some bigger reason that you don't understand right now. When my neighbor is hurt, I'm hurt. But people want to hurt other people so much for their own ego, for their own, I don't know why. They don't understand they're hurting themselves. Your person's going through a major lesson of empathy right now. What's happening to you is going to be felt by somebody across the globe. There's somebody in Iceland who is feeling your string. There's somebody, like I tell you guys, like it doesn't matter where you are. This is a small planet and we're all connected and we all return. And the sooner we learn to be that we're all connected, you, me, the trees, the water, the animals, and we treat everyone with respect and love, it would be a very different world. Your person's going through some major, look at this. This is like a dark night of the soul. Your person could have been not wanting to grow. They could have been stuck on comfort. They were afraid. Because also, you guys remember, growth is difficult. It means things aren't going to be normal. It means I have to put myself out there. I have to face rejection. It's safer. It's more comfortable in our little, in your house, in your home, if you're lucky enough to have a home. It's hard to face the world, to face people looking down on you, Everything I'm saying is being confirmed. This is one of my confirmation cards. Let me put yes on it. I forgot last time. I keep these as confirmation cards. So that means everything I'm saying, it's resonating with this energy. When I get my decks, I always get these, the extra cards that come in, and I make those my, see, like here. So those are my yes cards, my designators. It's, yeah, your person's disgusted with themselves. Shodad. They're depressed, impatient, the clock. It is thought that the Portuguese first learned to speak of Shodad in Brazil, or Shodade in Brazil, in the late 13th century. Ships set sail from the port of Lisbon, and those left behind lived out their days scanning the horizon, longing for the return of their loved ones. That's like a lot of homes back in the day used to have widows walk outside, because the women would wait for their husbands to return on the on the boats. I'm talking like, once again, we're talking like 1200s, where if somebody took off on a boat, you may never see them. So it was just somebody who was just depressed, feeling the pain of a love that, they had to go to work, they had to make a living, they had to do, I'm not even talking about the captain of the boat. What if it's a crewman? What if it's somebody who's looking for just a better future? Because nobody leaves their home and their place of comfort if they're safe, if they're taken care of, if they have food, if they have water. The reason people leave to other countries, the reason people leave their home, their safety, their comfort, the people they love, the people that love them, it's because they're forced to. This is somebody who's going through major pain. Longing for the return of their loved ones. Female troubadours sang of the saudade, their wistful lyrics expressing an ache for distant lovers and the happiness of the past. Saudade is a melancholic yearning for someone or something which is far away or lost. It's always there, pulsing below the surface, with its hopefulness tinged with grief. There is a vague yearning, yet it is interlaid with resignation and the pleasure of remembering past joys. Some emotions are so intimately tied to a particular artistic form that it's impossible to think of them without it. Melancholy and the blues, national pride and anthems. In the early 19th century, saudade found its modern form in fado music, meaning fate and destiny. Fado is beautiful. I don't know if you guys have ever heard fado music. It's beautiful. It's very sad. If you're depressed, don't listen to it because it's very, it's saudade. Fado was born on the cobbled alleys of Lisbon's Alfama district. Its sobbing guitars and yearning voices evoke the experience of poverty, loss, and the unfaithfulness of lovers. Fado is supposed to cleanse the singer of saudade's bittersweet melancholy too. So to sing fado is to matar saudade. Matar saudade is literally to kill saudade. Your person's going through a dark time, you guys. I'm going to pull the other one to see if we get confirmation of dark night. Ah, Lordy Lord. Welcome to the journey, my beautiful friends. Welcome to the journey. It's going to be your job to awaken all the people around you. It's not going to be easy because there's only going to be like one of you. And there's very few people on this journey. And I've been working on my deck, so I'm going to pull my deck after this. Let me check my battery because I have one super chat. Yeah. Let me see. Kill the longing. Yeah. Okay. I repeat, you guys, people are like, the energy right now is so tumultuous and turbulent. Crazy stuff is happening all over the place. So be aware of your surroundings when you go out. I've been telling you this because this has been very heavy since the eclipses started. If you've been watching my channel for a while, the energy has been very heavy. It's going to be heavy next year. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's happening, that's coming, okay? So be prepared, be safe. If somebody becomes antagonistic with you, walk away. Because people right now are not mentally stable. We're in Pluto and Aquarius. This is massive disruption. This is when revolutions happen. This is the breakdown of old systems. This is the breakdown of mentalities. This is the breakdown of perspectives. So be safe, you guys, okay? be safe. You guys are in separation. There could be differences between you guys, which we know because you're twins. Past, present, future, mind, body, soul. Please let me see. Divine masculine. Please let me see what's happening. Your person is doing inner child healing right now that has to do with their family. So something that happened in their past, they're working on healing that right now. Going inside to explore our authentic feelings and part of us that may have been rejected and labeled as inappropriate or too much by others, especially by our caregivers. So your person's family could have been negligent, whether that's the father or the mother, or maybe they didn't have anybody. Maybe they didn't have family. If they did, they're working on serious stuff right now. And if your person is not working on this, they're really not ready. If this is your reading and you're like, well, my person isn't doing any of that, they're not being introspective at all. A life worth living is a life that is explored, that is introspective. That's Socrates. If you don't sit and think about your life, think about why certain things happen, why they happen, why you did this, why the whys in your core, you will never be satisfied. You need to learn who you are. Your person's going through this right now. Libra. I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind in and out. They didn't give to the relationship, about our relationship, but it was really because I was scared. Scared of hurting you and you hurting me. That is, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yep, they desensitize. So they didn't give, they desensitized themselves, emotionally detached due to fear or unwanted behaviors. This type of stuff, family negligence, forces you to become desensitized. Feelings numb and suppressed through either drugs, alcohol, or some other addictive behavior. This person could work a lot to avoid you. This person could work out a lot, exercise, whatever tires the physical body so that the mental body doesn't have to think. But guess what? Even though you're exhausted, this person falls asleep, and guess what? They think of you. They dream of you. Yep. Yep. This person, yes, absolutely, or eventually. Yes, they're coming. They're coming. Gemini. Indecisive, impulsive, unreliable. Yeah, same thing. They know who they were. I wasn't always there when you needed me the most. Instead of trying to comfort you, I would jump ship because I couldn't deal with my own emotions, let alone yours. Leo. I was used to being the central focus of everyone's attention, but your magnetism outweighed mine, and I was insecure about that. Your magnetism would outweigh theirs because you're authentic and they're not. This person was materialistic. Taurus. Taurus is known as a sign that can be materialistic, stubborn, holding on to material. I took forever in making up my mind about our connection. Do you see how they're all about someone who's not giving to a relationship? Someone who's focused on money. Your person could have been focused on luxury goods, money. They just didn't focus on the relationship. They didn't. The thing is, they didn't understand that this relationship would end up opening up their chakras. So then they would be energetically open and aligned. And once you're energetically open and aligned, then you're flowing. It's so much harder to manifest from root. It's doable, Elon Musk, but you're still depressed. In order to wake everything up, you have to face your lessons, face your triggers. And if you avoid them, or you're in and out like this person was, you're not facing your triggers. You're not taking accountability. Let's do one more. This person's in regret. It could also have been a while. They see you as magical and powerful. Of course, because you are. New beginnings in alignment. Taking action towards destiny. Creator of your own reality through powers of manifestation. They're writing an unsent. They're writing. I actually saw this card. It like popped out at me, and I didn't pull it. That's the funny thing. And when you start reading, cards will show up, and you can't. They'll show up. They'll keep on showing up. So this person really wants to communicate with you. All right. This person's afraid. They desensitize. They're afraid of what might happen. They're afraid of you rejecting them. I know I acted as if I couldn't, same cards, I couldn't make up my mind. I think this person is afraid. I think they were with a karmic or something holding them back. If it's not a person, it could have been work or something. And they're going to come through with a small offering. Something small. They listen to other people's opinions. Remember we had that in the first pull I did, the first section. Your connection isn't real. And the third party interference. You know what? If it's family members, that makes sense, because I was like, I wasn't getting, like, I don't feel the energy that this person is still with a third party. So if you're reading this and your person's still with a third party, because I focus on the same energy, go into the previous readings and look up wherever it says like third party or something like. And then from there, it's my weird different way of trying to give you a sense of time in a world where there is no time, because time is an illusion, okay? So I feel like this person is dealing with their family who talked about your connection wasn't real. It's not real, it's all in your head. Da 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 da. You'll find somebody else. They're going to come in with a small offering. Yeah. They're thinking about you, and I feel like whoever else was involved was a false flame. They can't stop thinking about you. This person wants to be the divine masculine, or they're working on their divine masculine. If your person is erasing messages, if your person is still listening to other people's opinions, they're not divine masculine yet. That's a person who's coming from insecurity. Understand that. Patience, you will have a new beginning. This runner is seeing signs. You're coming through in signs and spiritual practices. They're trying to be brave so that you guys can be in union. This is a very hard lesson to learn. Patience. Divine Feminine. This person's in regret for how they treated you. Fragmentation of the soul. This is really good. This is up there with Dark Knight. I'm working on my self-worth. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because I thought I didn't deserve it. Look at these cards, you guys, that fell out. Whose destiny? You are. This person's in regret because they listened to other people. Could have been family members. Could have been friends. Can't move on. Significant drama from the past, irrational, unexplained fears, which, remember the childhood trauma? Checking out in certain situations, overreactions to seemingly small problems. This person is balancing. And that's the Six of Pentacles card. Because this is a cosmic love. And look, they've been lying to themselves. Deceit. Fear of commitment and being hurt. Emotional avoidant. Detachment style. If they're not ready when they return, and I repeat this, it's better for you to let them go heal. All right. I'm going to be doing, we have two. Okay. We have Mr. Hermetic and we have Jenny. Let's see. Jenny, are you here? I have to clean these. Let's use light seers. Mr. Hermetic, do you have your question? Do you want to ask something? Let's see. Jenny, are you here? We can ask. I just want to see who I channel first. Okay, let's go with Mr. Let's see who. Thank you, Mr. Hermetic. All right, let's see. Let us see. Thank you, Mr. Hermetic. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let's look at Jeffrey. Unless Mr. Hermetic has a question. Oh, thank you, Mr. Hermetic. I appreciate that. This is a big time of change. Big time of change. All right, Jenny, your person is going through Ten of Swords, which is a very difficult... They're figuring out all the crap in their life right now. So Jeffrey. Let's see, Jeffrey. Past, present, future, mind, body, soul. Jeffrey. It looks like he does want to apologize. Is there going to be an apology this year? Yeah, you guys have been in separation, Hermit. You're meant to deserve, you deserve justice. He knows, this is from his perspective, so he knows you deserve justice. Yeah, look, you have soul contract card. He's manifesting you. He's trying to make you reach out to him. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. Hermit, Justice, Magician. Soul contract. It looks like he's going through a very difficult time right now. Yeah, he's going to reach out. He's going to have a breakthrough. You guys have been in separation. He's been healing. Look, separation, separation. This is pain, separation, separation. Soul contract, you're going to receive justice. He's manifesting you, thinking about you. Please, let me see Jeffrey. Please let me see Jeffrey. Yeah, he's going to offer you something small. Damn. Tell me about this, please. Why is the devil here? Oh, man. He's dealing with his pride. Like, it was always like his way or the highway. Like, he was very stubborn. Jeffrey's birthday is next week and wanted to know. Hell no, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't, Jenny. That was the whole reading. No, you shouldn't. Remember this whole thing? Listen, I'm going to tell you this. You can contact him. You have the ability physically to contact him, but you are not going to get the results you desire from contacting him. You're not. This person is working through major stuff right now. If they feel like they still have you at their beck and call, they're going to treat you like crap. Eventually, again, because you haven't broken this. They haven't broken it. Look, this is pride and ego. And because of their pride and ego, they're offering you a very small something. It may be a small apology. It may be a flat. I don't know what it is. Do they love you? Yes. But does that mean you're meant to reach out? No. They're meant to reach out. That was the whole reading. Tell me more, please. They want to come out of, this is them holding back. They're going to eventually communicate with you. Okay? This is them holding back. This is them finally giving. Look, there's a new cycle and healing underneath, and the sun and the 3 of Cups. Look at that. After they open themselves up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the World, which is a new cycle begins. The Star, which is healing. The Sun, which is healing, which is being illuminated, having epiphanies. 3 of Cups is communication, and this is good communication. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcana and the 3 of Cups right after this one. You should 1000%. Look, these are major arcana. These are major arcana. This person is dealing with heavy crap that you cannot heal. And you should not want to heal their crap. They need to heal it for themselves. If you try to heal for them, you're only going to enable them. No, like, think about it like this. Like, if you have pain, nobody can heal your pain. You have to work through your own pain. If I don't integrate my lesson, if I don't figure it out, I'm going to keep on repeating it. I'm going to keep on repeating it. This person is in danger of repeating the stuff through their cycle if they don't heal it. Let me do one more. Hold on. He's planning something. He's thinking about the future. Look, this is the guy who has the globe in his hand. He's thinking about his future. He knows that he did something wrong. He knows he did something. Tell me more about that, please. He wants to be stable. He wants to be like, yeah, that's him returning. Tell me more about this, please. That's him holding back. Hold on. I have to sneeze again. Hold on. Okay. Tell me more about this, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Fuck. They know that you are their emotional fulfillment and they love you. Like you've gotten this twice already. They're going to return because of this, but they need to be stable first. They're not stable. And they're coming in with a small offer. It's repeating. Look. And they fell out again. Yo, like for reals. Like re-save this one, Jenny, and like come back to it. Look, the same energies are repeating. The Devil, the Emperor, Judgment. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This person's going to return because you're their happiness. They may not know it yet. They may not be aware. Look, and aren't you Pisces? I think you're Pisces, right? That's you underneath. Look, that's 2 of you underneath. The Hanged Man, the Queen of Cups is also Pisces. And this is them being stuck in imprisonment, in the prison of their own mind. The important thing about the Eight of Swords, it's somebody who is stuck in their own thoughts, thinking about things over and over and over. And it's not a real being stuck. Like, it's something that they've created for themselves. This can also mean, like, if you guys are reading, if somebody went to jail or prison, like if you're dealing with somebody who went to jail or prison. But he's creating a prison in his mind himself. He wants a new beginning. Look, there's a new beginning. Him moving forward. This is the key right here. This is the key. What sign is he? When is he born? He needs stability. I don't know if it's financial stability, emotional stability, mental stability. He's missing stability. He's obsessing about it. He could be proud. Rigid, stubborn. But he wants to return. You're his happiness. He loves you. This could also mean that he's trying to figure out how to return. Because he knows that he did something wrong, right? Because this person is looking to the future. What am I going to do? How am I going to plan this? This guy is planning things out on the globe. And this guy is being strategic. He's a Capricorn. That's a Capricorn. And you're a Pisces, right? So that totally resonates. Yep. You got to be patient. Let's see if it'll give us time. Let's see if it'll give us some timing cards. Let's see. This is not an easy journey, you guys. Like, I think it's good to to tap in and check out the energy. But just remember, this is a very hard journey. It's not going to be easy. So don't feel isolated, like you're not the only person going through. And this goes to everybody. Like, this is a very difficult, it's emotionally taxing, it's physically taxing, because you'll end up losing a lot. Because you're meant, it's the whole, you literally, if you're a divine and something's been messing with your dharma, with your destiny, the universe source will clear everything out, put you in the void. And people are so afraid of the void. People are so afraid of the darkness. But that's where creation begins. You have to go into the void. You have to go into the darkness. You have to. There's no escaping it. That's what this, in the general, that's what's happening. The person's going into darkness. They're figuring it out. The divine feminine goes into darkness over and over and over and over, because once one level's done, the next level's done, then the next level, then the next level. And there's always, like, we have 7 chakras here, and there's a lot more chakras. There's a lot more chakras up here. There's a lot more. It's just, like, we're trying to, here on this planet, we're trying to wake people out of here. Okay, he wants to be decisive. He wants to come in. Yeah. He wants to communicate something. He wants to reveal something. We're getting patience. He will come in. He's watching you right now. He's the one who walked away because he was indecisive, right? Or he was blocked, or he didn't know what he wanted, or he couldn't make a choice. His journey, he's not ready yet, Jenny. He will be ready. He will be ready. It's just saying, be patient, honey. Okay? With that being said, I love you guys. I'm going through it right now, ready to retire from the world. Just remember, all these are lessons and triggers for you to elevate and grow. You got to look at it like that. The void is important because that's where you can start fresh. When the world disappears, you can reinvent yourself. You can find, pick a new career, pick a new life, pick a new everything, and glow, because you're going to make it all happen. It's finding that energy in you, because you can't make it happen. Read up on the story of Hershey, how many times he went bankrupt. Read up on the story of Walt Disney and his brother, how many times they failed. These stories become powerful because, to me, Disney is not powerful because of Mickey Mouse. Disney is powerful because of the man that stood by his vision and created something. Hershey stood by his vision and created something. Ferrero Rocher, he was bankrupt. He didn't know what to do. He created something. He had to go through that darkness. Oh God, I'm blanking on her name. The first female millionaire who made the hair products. Madame... God, I'm blanking on her name. Please, I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on her name. You got to remember, people have to go through darkness to figure things out. There's a purpose to every aspect of our journey. And I'm not just saying that to you guys, I'm saying that to myself. I mean that for all of us, okay? I love you guys all. And hopefully these readings will be a lot happier and funner. And I'll try to I'll go through your energy next time, just because they're lighter readings. And remember, be safe, you guys. People are crazy right now. So just walk away if someone's argumentative or is causing trouble, because you are important, you are loved, you are worthy, and we need you. We need you. We all need you right here, right now. You're in this space and time for a very particular reason. I don't know it, you don't know it, but Source knows it. I love you guys.